Hey guys, my name is Nogan and welcome to the second episode of the Generic Algorithm Analysis 2. In today's video guys, we're focusing on the second part of this series, but today we're going to be focusing on looking at a different question today. But before we continue, if you guys haven't watched the first video of this new series, I'll link a card on top there. Go check it out because we focus on analyzing the first question or the first programming question in this genetic algorithm series. So in today's video, I want us to look at something different, to build again another program that does something very specific, that it can be used in like you can relate to it, like it is something that has been built that has profound applications in the world, or let me say in business in general. So in today's video, the second programming question we'll be focusing on today to analyze, it's this one here. As you guys can see, we have a statement that does the following, which means something has to happen where the program we have to build is specified by the statement here, which means we have to focus first here to get like an understanding of what is happening in the query file. Sorry for this mistakes guys, but let me just fix it again now. Okay, let me just do this again. Okay, so we have to focus first here. This is where we have to zoom in first. Oh goodness, making mistakes guys, making mistakes, sorry for that. Anyway, this is where we have to focus on here, because this is where all the information has been kept, the data that you need to know, everything is being displayed or is kept here. So what's happening is that a milk carton can hold 3.78 liters of milk. Each morning a dairy farm ships cartons of milk to a local grocery store. So the cost to produce 1 liter of milk is being given here. That is the cost to produce 1 liter of milk. And again, the profit of each carton of milk is also being given here. So we know that something has to happen. There is like data being given to us in this statement. So what is happening? Write a program that does the following. So the algorithm starts from A, from here until D. This is the steps that needs to be executed properly in the generic execution. So what's happening is that the users input some information, like the total milk needs to be input by the user. And again, something has to happen. The keywords that you have to look for is outputs. It's important, and also the user needs to enter something. So those are keywords you have to look for when you're analyzing a question like this, because they give like a hint. And also again, if you look at the statement here, round your answer to the nearest integer. Something has to also be done, which means there should be a conversion. In the previous video, the first episode, I spoke about like we focus on like analyzing a question that does something with numbers, adding a few numbers together. So go and check the video out, because what we did there, we also apply the same principles here. But outputs is the keyword that you have to focus on, because even also in the statements here, we have also information. These will give us also like the variable names and stuff. But guys, now let's jump to C++ and start to program this. So we're going to build a program that does something very specific, and the focus is to build a carton of milk, which means a carton of milk is something like this. This is a carton of milk where a carton of milk like this like holds a milk eventually, but now 3.78 liters of milk. So our program is to be focused on making sure that we can produce milk and sell it, of course, at the local grocery store. So in the main function here, I'm going to declare a few variables. So the first variable will be now of type int num. Let me say total milk, because total milk has to be input by the user. Total milk. And also let me say int cost of milk, int again profit of milk. Let me just make it much more, because it can be confusing. Just add a underscore there. Awesome. So what's happening, guys, here, the user input something, so cout to enter the total amount of milk, and this will be now in liters, of course. So C, total milk variable is to be inputted. It will be a whole number eventually. The data have to be used, which means if it enters that, based on the statement here, as you can see, after the user inputs like the total amount of milk, at B there needs to be something has to happen. But before this thing happen now, there needs to be calculation taking place. Because think about it. If in inputting 5,000 liters of milk, 5,000, let's say 5,000 liters of milk. If you're inputting this 5,000 liters of milk, which means we have to calculate something about the milk, which means we have 5,000 liters of milk. We have to convert them now into like the number of cartons, how much they can hold. So which means what needs to happen right now is, let me declare another variable here. Let me say int number of milk. I'm going to say here the number of milk is equals to the total milk input by the user divided by .78. Cout. This is now the number of milk for the carton needed to hold awesome. So what's happening is that in these calculations here, the number of milk, which means we'll store this calculations in there, but there needs to be a conversion here. So what's going to happen is that let me just say number of milk, because we have to use static casing to convert this into an integer. Let me just make this into a double. There's a double now here. I want to change it into an integer. So total milk awesome. So the static casing, guys, just converts now the double here, because why I'm making it double is because 3.78 is a double. It's like a decimal number here, which means total milk could be like an integer. But by definition, when something is taking place calculations, what has happened is that there will be a decimal number displayed here. Let me include another header file. I should include IOManip, sorry. Guys, if you don't know what is this header file IOManip, go and check my C++ video about basic input output operation C++. Link card on top there, because it speaks about like what is an IOManip in C++. So that gives us now the ability to eventually see out the fixed numbers. I'm going to say here fixed and also set precision, just like the function that's predefined in there. I'll make it 0. Okay, just do this. Awesome. Okay, so after having this now, what's going to happen is that the following is important. So this set positions here, these two functions, my C++ video about basic input and output operation C++ will give you a much more defined explanation about it. Go and check it out. So what's going to happen is that now after this, what we need to do is to focus on the second part, which is like now output the cost to produce, which means you have to calculate like how much cost is it to produce this milk. So we're gonna say again calculation by saying cost of milk is equals to the number of milk we have multiplied by the cost to produce. Maybe it's like 0.38 if I'm not mistaken. Let's check it out to confirm this. Awesome, 0.38 in dollar. So which means what's happening again here is that we're calculating the in terms of like how much is the cost to produce them. And again I want to just use an integer there. Let me just make this also double, because double will be easier for us to use. Just make it double, and also make profit also double, and you convert them now into integers. Awesome. So after this again, same thing applies also here. So we'll see like how much is the cost to produce this. So after this I'm gonna just say out the cost to produce number of milk cartons is so, and for profit also, milk equals to number of milk, because you have to find how much profit did we make, times 0.27. Just confirm this again now. Awesome. So see out again. So the profit producing Awesome. So after this guys, now we are calculating like the cost here and also the profit here. So after this we want to see like the profit value. You can just say here you can say int, you say total profit. Total profit equals to now the cost, subtracting it from profit from the cost. Total profit made. Awesome. Okay, so what's happening is that basically what I want to see is to see like how much, if we subtract this two from one another, like how much is left eventually from the producing of the milk and the profit also of the milk also. So what's happening guys here is that let's first compile our program. Compile shift B, compile this. Awesome. We have a warning of course here because we're doing the conversion, of course, that's why we're getting a warning. Let's run this. Awesome. So let's say we enter 5,000 liters of milk. If we enter 5,000 liters of milk, the number of milk cartons needed to hold is 5,000. The cost to produce the number of milk cartons is this, and the profit for producing the carton of milk is this. Interesting. So something is off here, because we have 5,000 liters of milk divided by 3.78. This will give you a decimal number. So something is off. Let me just check, go back here again. Interesting. Okay, What is off is because now remember we made a conversion somewhere here, which means this. Let me just format this out for you for now. And also this, let me just include the decimal points here, a fixed number. Let me run this again, I want to see something. Okay, I've lost it again now. Awesome. As you can see is that what is happening here is the number of mole cartons you need to hold is going to be this, because even if you use it like a calculator physically and you say you have 5,000 divided by 3.78, it gives you a rough value of an estimate, because what is happening is that if you go back here, I included this set position here and also this fixed. These are functions that I mentioned, they're predefined in this header file imnep here. So these two, this position just gives like how many decimal points are being displayed. And also here I'll just say 78, not 87. So guys, sometimes you can make logical errors in your code, not syntax errors. Logical errors mean the logic behind your program. Does this program does what it needs to do? That's important. So if you run this again now, one more time to see if the logic is on point. Awesome. Let's say 5,000 again now. Awesome. As you can see, this is eventually now the number of mole cartons that this thing can hold, which is that. And as you can see, the cost to produce them is going to be this amount, and also the profit to produce the carton milk is this amount also here. And as you can see here, the total profit made is going to be this, because we are subtracting there. Like, I can say not made, it could be actually like what is left eventually. So this program does something very specific, guys, and does something that we need to do, like needed to do. As you can see, it does the following. And if I just include this and see something, let me just something here, let me just check this something, and run this again. Does it again now? Yeah, just converting the integers. Okay. And this must happen afterwards, not before. Let's remove this, because now this converts this number of moles into integer before, and it gives us now the wrong output afterwards. Okay, once again. So guys, as I mentioned, the logic is very important of the code. Does the program does what it needs to do. Toss it again, one more time. Awesome. So guys, you can see our program is on point. Everything we need to do right now does what we need to do. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, I can even I'll link the source code to this in the description below. Go and check it out. Or if you want to also program this on your own, you can also just pause between the video and copy the question down. Do it on your own also. Program it the way you want to program it also. And I'll love to hear on your feedback from the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell notification, and see the post on my channel.